So spammy.
What was the highlight of your day? What was the funniest thing that happened to you today?
Uh,
What, everything okay?
yep, I was just opening YouTube and I didn't want it to play over into our
Oh,
um, meeting. We did our second adventure with Amelia's little Dungeons and Dragons, simplified Dungeons and Dragons, although she calls it
fairies and princesses?
Dragons and Fairies.
Dragons and fairies.
And I guess today, like, man, my adventure that I had laid out for her was maybe had a few too many moral quandaries and complex characters that were like shades of gray instead of just good guys and bad guys. And she got really like nervous and scared and was like really into the game, but like getting just anxious. And we thought she needed a snack, so we took a little break and we gave her a little hollow roll that we had made and some apple juice, and she was like taking a big bite of hollow, like drinking the apple juice and like biting. she was like nervous eating.
Oh.
So yeah, so I think that was very funny, but also like
Oops.
and then she kind of like works it all out. It's really good. We do the adventure and then we leave all the pieces, little figures out on the board, and she like solo plays with them and does voices for them for like 3 hours after we're done.
Oh my God.
She's just like so she's like working it all out on her own time. And so I think what we'll do from now on is maybe like I'll show her. Normally I've been keeping it a secret like you normally would, so she doesn't know what's going to happen, and it depends on what she does, of course. But I think when we do it again, well, I'll show her all the figures at the beginning that I'm planning to use, so she knows, oh, there's a dragon in this one later. And maybe I'll even talk her through some of the like plot points that I'm thinking about, so that she has a kind of a heads up, and then it's more like reading a book that she already knows the story to, rather than not knowing what's going to happen. So
Because something scary could happen.
yeah, although it's like she likes the scariness, and I like to subvert. Like I'm trying to work in some little lessons here. So like today they tried to cross a bridge and there was this big, scary, smelly troll who crawled out from under the bridge and asked them for a toll. She was really scared, right? They found a way to basically trick the troll. But then later, the troll turns out to be a really nice guy who's just really dedicated to the upkeep of his bridge.
There you go. Well, I remember I tried to tell her the story, the fairy of the three Billy Goat's Gruff. I told her that story once. She was quite scared of the troll.
Yeah.
Or maybe she has a troll thing.
She's got a real low threshold. She likes being scared, but some things are not scary and they scare her. Like she still can't watch Frozen, even though she's listened to the music 7 million times and we love it.
Yeah, Sierra was like that too. We were like, we barely watched any movies. It was just the length of a movie was just too much tension. That's fine. Plenty of room, time for that.
Yeah.
The funniest part of my day yesterday, I was going for a hike with Sierra and my husband, Jeff, and we were crossing a little brook and I almost fell and I said, oopsie mommy pants. That's what came out of my mouth.
Rachel and I did watch the first Middleditch and Schwartz last night. So oopsie doopsie. What does he say?
Oh, that's right. Maybe that's came from in my head.
Yeah. Oopsie doopsie. So that's why Short Paul loses the love of his life, is because he
big one, the gun.
Oopsie doopsie.
What'd you think?
I thought it was great. Really fun. I mean, part of me was like, oh gosh, if this was me, if I was looking at my own improv on Netflix right now, I would be kicking myself so hard for how many names I just straight up forgot.
Yeah.
Like I know it's I know it's funny for like people who are maybe seeing improv for the first time, which is maybe a lot of people on Netflix, to be like, oh, that's funny because they're making up the names as they go. But if you're an improviser, or if you've seen a lot of improv, you're like, okay, I've seen a million shows where you make a joke out of forgetting the name, and it just feels a little cheap to me. But other than that, I loved it. I was only thinking from my own point of view. I was like, if that was me right now on Netflix, I would think, why the show that I put on Netflix did I have to forget all the names multiple times?
Well, I sort of thought, I felt like Schwartz was sort of being like, can we not make a joke out of it? Can we just like move on and doing it? But then that became a thing. I loved how smart they were. They remembered so much. Oh my God. I love they introduced that ghost and we're like, we'll figure that guy out later.
I love that. I love
And
that.
then they did. And then it ended up like, oh, how it was just one of those improv magic situations. And
Yeah.
it's quite lovely. It's quite lovely. So if you have not seen Middleditch and Schwartz, check it out. Check it out. Kristen, our audience member.
No, we also have other people.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you.
Should we I know Kristen's giving us suggestions, but we also have a Facebook post full of suggestions that we don't use for anything else.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we can look at those.
What do you think? I have them up if you want them.
Oh, you do? I have them up too. Kristen's also given suggestions on those too. Are we making a thing tonight? Is that what's happening?
Looks like it.
Okay. Anything catch your eye?
On the Facebook
Yeah.
suggestions? Let's
Wow.
see. Yeah, an underground mushroom farm growing mushrooms for the queen.
I was just gonna talk about that one. That's so specific, Luna. Oh my God.
Love it.
Underground mushroom farm growing mushrooms for the queen. We've never made a thing about anything close to that.
No, and everybody else who's ever given a suggestion at an improv show, step up your game.
Yeah, really, Luna. I mean, I'm not talking to you, Kristen. You're awesome. Great suggestions. Mirror, polar bear. Maybe that would be coming too. I got to look at it one more time.
An underground mushroom farm growing mushrooms for the queen.
Fantastic. All right, let's make a little thing.
Anything you want to focus on?
Oh, in our improv?
Yeah.
I don't know. Having fun. I think we're still thinking about, we like each other. We're going to like each other. Mm-hmm. Maybe
Cool.
if we play some different characters today, maybe we could be inspired by Middleditch and Schwartz. Not that many. I can't hold that many, but that was a lot.
Okay.
I know that's a belief, not a fact, but all right. Please send in the next visitor.
Yes, madam, I will retrieve your next visitor.
Thank you.
Greetings and salutations to the queen of the underground. I am Sir Bertram.
Greetings, Sir Bertram.
Greetings, Queen Luna. Might I say, your visage is finer than the light of the moon on a petal of... No?
Excuse me, Sir Bertram. Do you remember we made a new edict in which one does not need to flatter the queen?
Oh.
I've grown. I've gotten beyond that in my evolution. I know in my earlier times, flattery was a useful way to communicate with the queen, but it is no longer. But thank you, just the same.
I came in with a solid 10 minutes of flattering material.
Well, Sir Bertram, I'm going to ask you to please move along. Fast forward.
Okay.
I don't mean leave. I don't mean you have to leave.
Right, of course.
Just Flattery is not necessary anymore.
Okay, so I'll skip the flower analogies.
Oh, I love
And
flowers.
when
No,
I
no, no.
compare the fair bud of your lips to the blossoming, you want to skip all that?
Yes, yes, yes. I feel it's derivative of Shakespeare in any case. So
Fair enough. Fair enough. And so I should let me see where I am here. There was one part where I was going to compare the richness of your youth.
again, derivative. Yes. No.
Okay. Nope.
Compare thee to a, no.
All right. So I guess should we marry for political purposes is what I have left.
Oh,
Well, I feel so,
yeah.
I don't know.
It's quite forward.
But yeah, what wasn't forward when it came after the 10 minutes of verbal foreplay.
Oh, okay. Bertram. Should we marry for political purposes? Well, honor me with the reasons why you think that would be useful. Flattery aside.
The joining of our households would unite the underground kingdom with one of the most powerful overground serfdoms, the kingdom of Bertram. By uniting our two houses, we would be the strongest union this side of the Pacifico. Also, your mushrooms are very good for soup.
And your mushrooms are lovely as a meat replacement.
Oh, please. My overground mushrooms cannot compare to the sweet, moist tenderness of your underground mushrooms, and that is not a metaphor.
Thank you. Oh, I will consider this offer, Sir Bertram. I will consider it. I make no promises. I'm not yet at an age when marriage is interesting to me, and I have not yet found a reason for it to be interesting enough. And I fear that an intellectual approach is not useful to me.
I have a lot of money.
No, well, of course, that's an interesting motivator for many people, but not for me. But thank you very much, Sir Bertram. Thank you for visiting. It's been a pleasure.
Have I told you how your nose
No, I don't.
reminds me of?
I don't.
No,
I know. Yes, a snow-capped mushroom. Right.
that's exactly what I was going with that.
I know. I've heard it all before.
Very well.
All right. Thank you, Bertram. You're dismissed. I like your cape. Send in the next
Thank
visit.
you.
You're welcome. Please send in the next visitor.
Your Majesty, Sir Bertram seemed to walk out in a bit of a huff.
Oh, yes.
Is everything all right? We don't want to be making enemies of other kingdoms. Yes.
Leonardo, this is my business.
Yes,
We
indeed.
have not made an enemy. I don't know why he would feel huffy.
Well, his cape was all a twirl.
Yes, well, he asked me to marry him, if you must know, and I declined.
Did you now?
Mm-hmm.
Bertram, what was it? Is he too masculine?
No, I don't know. It's just it didn't give me a compelling argument. It's just he offered money, he offered flattery, he offered an intellectual reason why it would be useful for us to marry, and yet none appealed to me.
Madam, Your Majesty, if I may, I want you to know that you have many good years of breeding left in you, if I may be so forward.
Thank you very much. Are you getting at something, Leonardo?
No.
Are you hinting at something?
No, no, no. I just want you to know that if you were to take a man, you... I've heard you refer to yourself as a crone, but I think you're still on the cusp of the maiden part of the voyage.
All right. Very well, then.
You sort of skipped over the whole matron thing.
Mom, I mean, we don't need to flatter anymore. Remember the edict? Flattery
Yes.
is not useful.
Yes, yes, of course, of course.
Scene. Do you hear the news that's coming from above?
Yes.
Well, I heard there is much twittering about upstairs.
Give me.
Oh, would you like a taste of the stew?
As always, Broomhilda, don't play coy.
It's not quite finished yet.
Yes, I know. I like it before it's finished. There's more chance of infection.
Tell me what you think it's missing.
You got the mushrooms while they were still young. Almost too firm to be sliced. Impressive.
Thank you very much. They're the underground mushrooms, of course.
Oh, that is delightful. Oh. Well. News from the overground.
News from upstairs.
From upstairs, yes, of course. The queen is not interested in marrying.
I've heard. Well, so you heard the news.
Yes, I'm the queen's attendant. I am the news. Well,
I thought I was going to share with you the news, and you've heard the news.
Oh, Broomy, surely there's something you know that I haven't heard yet. I'm just a lowly attendant.
I don't know. I have much.
Uh-oh. Broomy.
Heard there's a new mushroom in. Oh, what?
You're back.
Yes. Was I gone?
Yes, you went somewhere.
Oh, it's the new. Oh, you drank the stew.
Oh, the infection.
Yes.
Ha! Ooh.
Aha! It's a freezing stew. Yes, one freezes. Do you taste it?
I do taste it. It's delectable. It feels like, oh, there you go again. With a blink this time. Oh, Broomy.
That's kind of tricky, that. The news is there's a new mushroom in town. Did you hear that?
A new mushroom? Do you mean a variety of mushroom? A new variety?
No, an entire new family of mushrooms. You know, we have underground mushrooms. We have sandwich filling mushrooms. This, button mushrooms, this is a different mushroom altogether. Have you heard?
Does it have a name yet?
Yes, it does.
What is the name, Broomhilda? Don't hold out on me now.
It is called polar mushrooms.
Polar mushrooms.
Indeed.
Are they very cold?
Indeed, they are. They're very cold.
Are those them?
Oh, mayhaps.
Broomhilda.
Leo.
There's a new mushroom that's come far enough along that you have them in a jar to add to your brews willy-nilly?
Well, then was it willy-nilly? No, this is my freezing brew. It's not willy. It's neither willy nor nilly. Give me back your cup. Give me back your cup.
Broomy, I wasn't talking about your recipe. I was talking about the way in which you added them. There was such a loose shake to your jar that it felt very willy-nilly to me. Usually you give a
Oh,
slight
maybe-
angle and a tap, or you give a pick out and a drop. This was like a loose shake, as if you were trying to strangle a goose.
Well, these polar mushrooms are in rich supply, I might say. Rich supply. Taste them now. Tell me what you notice.
Ooh, it's cold.
Mm. But yet it's on the fire.
It's
Aha! A freezing stew. It is a freezing stew. See? Still frozen.
scene. My lady,
Yes.
I would like to tell you that you are the best. And
Right.
therefore, I bring a rather generous proposal of marriage for you to read or be read by your rather slouched attendant. It's a scroll.
Oh, I will take your scroll. All right. A rather straightforward document.
But should you just read the entire scroll that quickly?
I've let's just say this is not the first scroll that has crossed my path.
But my scroll is wrinkly.
All right.
It's hard to read quickly. It's slow to rise.
Wonderful. Well, as hard as it might be for me to say this, thank you for visiting, and you are dismissed, sir.
Dismissed.
Yes. May go back to the south from which you come.
Oh, the south. Okay, well, happy Marrow's Eve to you. And may, if you hit me up if you change your mind.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Leonardo.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Leonardo, I've heard that there is a visitor from the snowy region.
Yes, yes, there is, Your Majesty, and
Might he be interested in visiting?
yes, of course, Your Majesty. Yes, indeed. And might I let you know as well that upon his arrival, he brought several specimens of a new mushroom, a polar mushroom.
Oh. Has anybody seen this mushroom before?
Not before today, Your Majesty, but I have seen it just this very afternoon.
Oh, you have?
I have. Broomhilda rather willy-nilly added it to a stew, and I drank some, and I was frozen for the better part of a morrow.
Well, that's quite interesting. Well, send them in. Send them in. I'm most interested.
I will send them in.
Good day.
Hey,
Oh, hey.
I just got here.
All right. And you generally one announces oneself when in the Queen's presence?
Oh, sure. I am here. Sorry, I get the feeling I'm like not missing I'm missing the
No,
tone.
it's fine.
I'm from a different part of the world. Are there customs that I'm
Yes, there might be, but you know what? I grow tired of such customs, and this excessive routine and ritual is
mm,
tiresome indeed.
mm,
I'm
mm.
sorry. Did you say your name?
No, not yet. I didn't even get there. You try out these shrooms though? Did did you try them?
Uh, I have not yet.
Check yo, take it just take like a little nibble and like I'll say like make sure you don't have any like big plans for the rest of the day and like maybe have
Oh,
like a glass of water and honestly if you could set out some like basic art supplies for yourself because you're going to get into like a really creative space at about hour 3.
really? How wonderful. It sounds like quite the adventure.
Yeah, those are polar mushrooms, polar mushrooms.
I have heard they taste awful.
Yeah, so the worse they taste the better your ride's going to be. That's kind of
All
how it
right.
goes.
I do like a ride.
Yeah,
Ponies. I have dozens of ponies.
that's awesome. Ponies are so awesome. Ponies are the best.
And yet I still not have heard your name, kind sir.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you haven't gotten that yet. W- Do I need like a scroll or something?
Oh, no,
Uh,
no, no. Scrolls are overrated. Just your name. I'm so curious. I've never met somebody like you.
Oh, yeah, cool. Uh, all right. Yeah,
Cool. Cool.
yeah, it's something we say up north.
Wow. In the polar region. Cool. I get it.
Yeah.
Oh, wonderful.
My name's Jason.
Oh, say it again.
Jason.
Jason. Did I say it correctly?
Yeah.
Jason. Son of Jay? Son of
Oh
Jay.
no, my dad's name is Carl.
Ooh, Jason, son of Carl.
Well, yeah,
Jason.
yeah. There's less of a. It's more like just one.
Jason.
Yeah, just like one, like Jason, just like it.
Jason. Jason. Jason.
Hey, you
Jason.
can
Jason. 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 Did I do, is that correct?
somehow it seems racist the way you're saying.
Oh, oh my. Oh no. Well, that won't do.
I don't
Oh,
know. Just like you can just you just call me like, hey.
oh, hey. Indeed, lovely.
Yeah. All right, so I'm gonna hit the road.
Oh, Jason.
Well,
Don't, but we've only just met. I'm so interested and never met anybody like you. Look how your ears are so large. And what is this? I don't know what is happening with the, what's this on your ears? I see. Might
That's
I ask?
that's an AirPod.
Oh, AirPod.
It's like wireless. You don't check it out.
I want to check it out. Oh, might I eat this as well?
Oh, not for eating. No, you put that in your ear.
Oh,
Yeah, go ahead and put that in your ear, and let me play this new.
oh,
This is a new Hosier track. Check this out.
oh, sure.
No, it's Hosier. Hosier.
Oh, sure.
Well, forget it.
Is that French? Okay.
Right? Check
Oh,
that. Right?
oh my, there are things coming from this earbud.
Right?
Earbud. What is this? What is this I hear?
That's basically Americana roots, just in a new, formulation. So it's pretty cool.
Pretty cool. I shall keep this earbud.
Oh,
Oh, sorry. Your mushroom.
those polar caps, they're starting to kick in.
Yes.
Yeah, all right, you can have that earbud. That's cool. I just want to make people happy. I'm just trying to heal the world with a little bit of love. Oh, yeah, that happens. So
I'm sorry, what? Hoosier.
Oh,
Oh,
his name's James. You can just call him James.
James Hoja.
Well, just leave out the last part. Just James is good.
James Hoge.
Just James.
I mean, just James.
Fine.
Oh,
Well, all
you're
right.
delightful, Jason. Oh, Jason, stop, stay. How could I entice you? Might I, would you like to be knighted?
Whoa. Yeah, totally.
I can do this. I
Oh,
knight people.
yeah,
I,
that's great.
might I knight you?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I want
All
to
right.
do that.
Yes,
So
you will be knighted now. And once I
okay.
knight you, you will never be a mere not knight.
I'm gonna be like Ian McKellen.
Ian McGillen.
That was close, actually.
All right, there you go. Is this music? Is this another more of this Hoosier?
Yep. Oh, you got that's Bonnie Vare.
Bonnie there. Bonnie. All right.
Ooh.
I hereby
Yep.
name you Sir Jason of the House of Carl.
Oh,
You, fine sir, are knighted.
cool.
How does it feel? Cool. How does it feel?
Good. How are you? Yep. Yeah. All right, cool. Peace.
Oh dear. Where has he gone? Oh, Leonardo.
Your Majesty, may I be of service to you, Your Majesty?
Where is this gentleman who was just here? This Sir Jason. How's
Oh,
the
yes.
Carl?
I believe he got into I think it's called a smart car.
Oh, what's
I
that?
think it runs on electricity rather than the dinosaur bones. I'm unclear on the logistics of it.
There is nothing about this person that I am not interested in.
He did leave
Everything is
something for you. He left something for you, Your Majesty, with me on his way out.
Oh, yes, a gift. Might it be a scroll marriage?
No, it's some sort of snack food. It says at the top, munchies.
Munchies. This might be. Do you think this is an ask of marriage in his culture? Munchies. Ooh, they're shaped like a boo 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 boo. Yes, a bugle.
Yes, Your Majesty.
They're little bugles, tiny little horned
Is
things.
that so? Is it terribly forward of me to ask to try some?
Oh, you want to? What if Jason never comes back for the rest of my life, and all I have to remember him are these small stash of small homes?
Yes, you're right. Of course. I'm sorry.
Oh, I am working on being more generous. All right, here is one of the small homes.
Oh, thank you, Your Majesty.
You taste it, tell me how it is, and then I will taste it. Wait, what if it makes you fall in love and the person Jason comes back and he's in love with the person who ate the small horns, bugles.
Your Majesty, that wouldn't work on me. I'm already in love.
Oh, how wonderful. And who are you in love with? Oh dear. How splendid, you've frozen.
See.
And that's our show.
Oh, because it's not the end of a scene. Is that?
Yes. Was that the end of the show? That's the end of the show?
That's the end of the show.
Okay, and that's our show. It's not our show until you say, and that's the end of our show, Scott.
And that's our show.
Our show. Wow, we've never done anything like that before.
Those two aren't going to make it.
Oh, the only one she loved was the one she couldn't have.
Yeah, he had other things going on,
Like,
like a startup tech company.
I got smarter about freezing with my eyes closed.
Pam, this was HVC Live number 21. Starting to stack up pretty quickly, and we have popped our YouTube channel over 100 subscribers, which is fun. Last night we got that.
Well over. Thank you to Mike Zach, who's probably not watching because Kate isn't in this show, but thank you to Mike Zach for being our 100th.
To be honest, I'm not watching because Kate's not in this show.
Truth.
All right, everybody.
What's coming tomorrow night, Scott? What's tomorrow night?
Nothing at all. I think we're just going to stare into the camera for a while.
22nd show is tomorrow.
That's right. The 22nd show tomorrow is Fortuna, with Christine Mirabal playing her fortune teller character, with a couple of characters whose fortunes she will be telling in an improvised format. Should be pretty fun.
Gonna be cool.
Thank you to everybody who is watching, and thank you for your suggestions. I think tonight we ended up taking one on Facebook. So sometimes
we incorporated Polar. Did you see that?
No, a little bit. We did. That's right.
Yeah, I went both.
Please join us tomorrow, and we're here every night except for Sundays at 8 p.m.
That's
it. Maybe we'll just start announcing it tonight. Giving Tuesday, they're doing a special Giving Tuesday this coming Tuesday, May 5th. So we're going to be doing a small fundraiser to help our COVID recovery, as our doors are closed, and we want to be in the best spot possible for when our doors are able to open and we're able to hold live shows and classes again. So please check us out on happiervalley.com or on Facebook or on Instagram on Tuesday. And if you donate $20 or more on Tuesday or later in the week, then you will be sent a link to a private show, which we are doing next Friday, May 8th. It'll be a secret private show that you need the link to get into to watch. So donating $20 or more will get you the link to that. And we're going to do some really difficult guessing games, some very challenging suggestions, and see if we can do them or fail.
Who's in that show?
You, me, Kate.
Kate, we love Kate.
Kelsey.
Mike will watch. Yes.
And Sally.
Oh my gosh. Can't lose. Can't lose.
It's going to be good. So that's all next week, but hopefully we'll see you here tomorrow.
Bye.
Bye.